So I've done some Godzilla movies here on my channel, but I've never done a Godzilla ripoff. Yes, that's right, I said it. This is a Godzilla ripoff. This is Gorgo. This came out in 1961. Godzilla, King of the Monsters, hit America in 1956. And so 5 years later, you know, American, British, Irish film producers wanted to make a monster movie, just like Godzilla, and they did it. It's a giant reptilian creature. It's portrayed by a man in a suit and stomping on miniature sets and miniature buildings and cashing in on the success of Godzilla and giving us, you know, a more Western version of Godzilla. Gorgo is a monster that basically they find it off the coast of a small island community somewhere off the coast of Ireland. It terrorizes the town. The ship's captain, who happens to be in the area on a salvage operation, he offers to capture the creature. So they do so. Quite easily, actually. Now the beast is about, it's about 50 feet tall, something like that, 40, 50 feet tall. They bring it to London. They decide to put it in a circus because this guy wants to pay top dollar for this circus sideshow of this giant monster. They put it on display and everything, and the poor beast is like languishing in this zoo exhibit sort of thing. But then we discover that this one's just the baby. The beast calls out for its mother, which comes to reclaim its baby. So this one's about 250 feet tall. And it just basically lays waste to England and to London. You know, wrecks Big Ben and the Tower Bridge and all that stuff, and causes chaos and kills a bunch of people, frees its offspring, and returns to the sea. That's the movie. Now, of course, you know, there's other things that happen in it. Not really, actually. There's not really very much happens in this movie. The human characters are pretty bland and uninteresting in this. There's the ship's captain. There's his first mate, Sam. And then there's a little boy named Sean. And Sean is a little Irish boy. He wears one of the, you know, cable knit sweaters, and he's like the most Irish of Irish that I've ever seen. And for whatever reason, the kid is along for the ride all the way to London. And he's supposed to be this orphan that they find in the village on the island in the beginning of the movie. And then he like stows away aboard the vessel that's carrying Gorgo, and he actually tries to free him at one point. The captain roughs him up a little bit, you know, you stupid kid, and like this is 1961, man. But the captain ends up like kind of like adopting the kid, and I don't know, it's weird, and it goes nowhere, and who cares? One notable thing about this movie, there are no females in this movie at all, other than, well, I guess the mother, Gorgo, and I think there's one lady that gets a speaking part in like a TV interview or something like that. She has like one line talking about how horrible the beast is or whatever, some lady in the crowd that they're interviewing on television. Yeah, it's no women in this movie. Why? So the monster itself, Gorgo, is kind of looks like Godzilla, I guess, like a big reptile, dinosaur-looking thing. The suit itself is, I think it looks kind of dumb though, just because it has like giant hands, giant claws, kind of floppy and rubbery looking. Not nearly as good as Toho Studios is capable of doing. The story itself is pretty linear and kind of boring, and there's no real twists and turns in the plot or anything like that. Even though I remember this one from when I was a kid, and I always would stay up late to watch it on late night movies, and you know, I'm pretty sure I recorded it off of TV on my VCR back in the day. So I have good memories of Gorgo, and I've watched it a bunch of times, but I think overall, I don't know, I'll give Gorgo like a B-. This movie is only 71 minutes long, so it's very short, and the monster scenes are probably 40% of the runtime of this movie. So, you know, you're not waiting too long for monster action. Yeah, it's no Godzilla. So Gorgo is, yeah, like I said, I'll give it a B minus, but it's kind of an unenthusiastic B minus. It's a barely in the B range. It's a B minus minus, I guess, is what you would call it. Yeah, but Gorgo, I mean, if you like monster movies, if you like Godzilla movies, and you want to see something very close to Godzilla or very like Godzilla, I think you should check it out. Like if you're a Godzilla fan, just for shits and giggles, I guess. You know, see what they were doing on the other side of the world while Godzilla was being made in Japan. This was a little diversion from Godzilla movies for a little while, but yeah, I'm heading back over to Godzilla land. So until next time, have a good one out there, everybody.